So I'm trying to upload a 15-minute long video, right? If you want to know what it's about, but it's about my ex-boyfriend and the revenge he has taken on me with his.
This is so frustrating.
Okay, wait. Let me see.
So ever since
Here it is. So it's a 15-minute long video.
this is so frustrating. So ever since I broke up with my ex-boyfriend Alexander Slinchka, he has had the media team that he works for. I don't know if he's some type of spy for this media team, or I'm not sure exactly.
So I try to upload this video, but it keeps saying processing abandoned. Video is too long, but it's only 15 minutes.
And that they spy on people and enslave people using technology, using LSD, psychedelic technology, as well as cyber technology. And so basically, I had broken up with him in 2016. And ever since then, there has been some type of conspiracy by him and his media team to essentially fuck me up. Fuck up my life. Like, I'm just talking about, like, I don't understand, like, how someone could have so much maliciousness over someone. And I've already made a video of this prior, but because they have the best hackers in the world and they don't want anyone knowing my story or my truth, right? Or the truth, they just want to have you know their version of make-believe or their fantasy, and they're just here to defame me because they hate me so much, and they're part of the 1%ers, and it bugs them because they had gone to boarding school and grew up with granddaddy having been pilot for Pan Am, and their dad being having a high degree from Stanford. That they just, it bothers them, right? That he's a drug dealer, arms trafficker. I guess that's what this media cult does. I'm not sure exactly who they are, Scientologist, Freemason, but they're into funding war and arming certain nations to destabilize them and drugging them up, right? And this is their strategy. And so basically, since I'm a very good person, I was born in Compton. I was raised in the Tijuana, San Diego border. And above that, I have a Juris Doctorate. Which is kind of very rare for someone with my upbringing to have. And so I met this guy in college, right? He seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know that he was a drug and arms trafficker, that he was part of this secret society that is designed to enslave certain groups of people, right? And designed to elicit so many abuses hiddenly, like hide their maliciousness. Like, I've never seen such a group that is so fake.
5 minutes to upload.
And they have some of the best actors, hackers, videographers in this world. And they can make you believe whatever lie they want. And best psychologists, as well as data on every person out there. I'm talking about, they know what people like, what they don't like. They know trigger words. They know buzzwords. They know how to say and do and give you exactly what you want to hear so that they can use you. They know, and so they're not about giving you a truth, right? They're about using you to their benefit. And so basically, I broke up with him in 2016. And ever since then, he's had his whole 1% spy, media cult, Freemason, I'm not sure who they are, Scientologist group go after me. It first started just trying to make sure that I didn't have a place to lease. Like, I'm talking about, so after I had broken up with him, I had finished my last semester of law school, and then I had then I had then studied abroad in France and in Germany. And when I came back, I had to search for a place. When I had came back to the United States, I had to search for a place in San Francisco. And so I used Craigslist like any regular person would do, right? And since they have the best hackers in the world, they made sure that I only rented from them, right? And so they made this character of some guy named Monroe who owned a place right across from my law school, which seemed all too perfect, right? And then they made a lease agreement in which I wasn't allowed to have anyone stay the night. And then apparently they have some hypnosis ability to get people to do whatever they want, especially after they eat the food especially after the person eats their food. I'm not sure what it is, alchemy. So they enslave people. This is the new slavery. What these people are doing, these Freemasons, media group, Scientologists, it's the new slavery. And if they're doing it to citizens like me, I wonder how much they're doing to non-citizens, right? I mean, just because someone's not your nationality, just because someone's not part of your political group, doesn't mean that they don't have constitutional God-given rights. I don't care how much money you want or how much power you want. There are some things you don't do to other humans. It's just devilish. It's just okay, well, back to my story. I rented this place from a guy named Monroe in the year of 2017, actually. So I had broken up with my boyfriend, Alexander Slenchka, Freemason Alexander Slenchka, in 2016. And then I rented this place from Monroe on 2017. And then I met this guy named Travis Johnson on Haight Street in San Francisco who used some type of hypnosis on me. I'm talking about they were able to all of a sudden make me fall in love with them. And I wonder how much they have used this on women to rape them. Because I know they've raped me a few times and they've used this on me a few times. No joke. It's kind of some type of love spell. I'm not sure what it is, but I know they're able to do it with psychedelics, alchemy, pharmaceuticals. I mean, I'm not sure, stones. I don't know exactly how they do it, but they've done it to me a few times with they've done it to me one with this professor of mine named Mark Yates. He was a 65-year-old man, right? And I never was into old men. And for some reason, one day, I was in his class and I was all of a sudden madly in love with him. I'm talking about following him, kind of stalking him, always thinking about him. They do some psychological, I don't understand it. It's it's a little secret that they have in this boys club of the Freemasons. And they use it to enslave women. And so basically, so Mark Yates, my paralegal professor at San Francisco State, had used it on me so he can rape me multiple times. And he probably used it at other women or on other girls, paralegal students, young. I had only been about 23 at the time, and he had been 65 years of age. And so back to the story of me renting the place from Monroe in the year of 2017. So I met this guy named Travis Johnson who used the hypnosis, the love spell on me on Haight Street, right? And then he made me, using his hypnosis, to have him fall asleep at my house, or for him to stay over at the place I wasn't allowed to have people over, and to stay at the place in which I wasn't allowed to have people over and stay the night. And so it was all planned. It was some type of conspiracy to make sure that I would not have a place to lease. And I don't know if it's because I'm a Compton-born, Tijuana-raised, highly educated person who's on their way to become an attorney, in which they then planned this conspiracy because they hated me for breaking up with him, because I had said when we broke up, well, I don't even care, because I found out that he had some secret family right behind my back during the 8 years we dated and lived together, that he had some secret family in which he had a secret family, right? And I think they were planning to like tell me all of a sudden at the end, fill me up with some type of alchemy or pharmaceutical to destabilize me, tell me, make me go crazy, and then send me off to some type of mental hospital while I watch them get married and walk away, you know, or some shit, like some cruel, some very malicious thing. Or I mean, I just can't believe people are out. Like, I mean, I may be expressionate, but I don't have malice. I don't ever want to see people suffer. I want to make sure that even if I don't like someone, or even if they cheated on me, I would want to make sure that they have a home. That I would want to make sure that they have food and a family, and that all their constitutional rights are guaranteed to them. That's how important the law is to me. You know, because I understand this balance, that there's something greater than my ego, right? And that's the law. There's a greater peace, that you don't want to get so much into yourself that you're inflicting evil spirits into the environment and letting that just taint and poison the world, you know, because it's going to come back to you. I mean, it's just, I totally believe in karma and eternity, and then that everything is connected, and so
they're not lying.
So basically, since I had Travis Johnson, the guy that hypnotized me, that I met on Haight Street, that used his hypnosis to use me in a way in which, sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to say, who used his hypnosis in a way to convince me, or I'm not convinced is not the word, to trying to think of the word, basically who used hypnosis to kind of enslave me in a way so that he can then spend the night at my place, in which didn't allow which didn't allow me to have people stay over the night. And so he stayed over the night. I ended up getting automatically kicked out. And as soon as my landlord told me to get out, I got out of that place, right? He even gave me 2 weeks, a whole month's notice, right? And I left 2 weeks before.
So the video is only 16 minutes long. And then I'm getting this message: processing abandoned. Video is too long. They really don't want people knowing the truth or on what they do to me. I'm using the Library of Congress's website, right? Trying to upload a 16-minute YouTube video. Yeah, I'm receiving this message. They have some of the best hackers in the world trying to make sure that I do not express my First Amendment right.